this demonstration, we are going to see the integration of unstructured data from an FTP server to a Microsoft SQL server. The data that is taken for this demonstration is in an Excel file. Here the data is scattered throughout the sheet. Also, the columns and rows need to be transposed and extracted before loading to target. Let's see how we are going to configure data object, loader, and data flow to integrate the data from source to target. Before creating a data object, we want to ensure that the respective source connection is available. Create a new source connection if unavailable. Go to the connection form. Here, the source connection is FTP. Select the FTP connection that you are going to use. The host and port information, along with the credentials, are defined in the connectivity information sheet. Similarly, we want to ensure that the respective target connection is available. If not, we need to create a new connection. Go to the connection form. Here the target connection is Microsoft SQL Server. Select the MS SQL connection that you are going to use. The host and port information, along with the credentials, is defined in the database information. Now that we have verified the connection, let's create a data object to extract the unstructured data from FTP server. Create a new data object against the FTP connection. In the data object form, enter the data object name and other mandatory information, and save. In source definition, select the mode of reading as data mode, file type as XLSX, structure as unformatted. Enter the column range to read the data from Excel. Enter the source file name from FTP server. Enter the range of rows to read the data from Excel. Check Transpose to interchange rows and columns from source data. Upload the sample file from your local drive and parse. The rows in the source data are transposed to columns. Select the columns to extract data. Save the data object. Compile the data object. Now, let's create a loader for MS SQL connection. Enter the loader name and other mandatory information. Save the loader. In the table definition, select the target table name to load the data. Select the required columns. Create a dataset and add the selected columns to the dataset. Save the loader. Compile the loader. Finally, let's create a data flow to establish source to target mapping and integrate the data from source to target. Enter the data flow name and other mandatory information. Save and click Next. Select the source as data object and pick the data object that we created. Select the target as loader and pick the loader that we created. Create the mapping between source and target columns. Here, the column names in source and target are exactly the same, so use exact match and click Map and Save. Compile and execute the data flow. The data flow summary shows the consolidated status of data integration. Thus, we have completed the integration of unstructured data to MS SQL.